Facebook group, YouTube, all the channels, and we have also the Crowdcast. The link to join us on the full session will be in the description. As always, this preview right now that you are watching on Facebook, on YouTube, is the preview talk before the energy practice. Monday, been doing Monday for more than 4 years right now.
It's not on the page.
It should be everywhere, babe. Just refresh it. Every Monday for over, I don't know how many years now, 4 years, as I mentioned. Every Monday we've been doing this energy practice, heart resonance. Heart resonance is the base or expanding your channels, expanding your heart, expanding your life body, and awakening your consciousness to your highest wisdom. And earlier I was discussing with the people who's on Crowdcast, we started the Crowdcast earlier, that this is the key for the ultimate enlightenment, ultimate overcoming any obstacles, any limitation. I was saying intelligence is not enough, a very high emotion or very artistic emotion is not enough, very high wealth is not enough. Many people who's wealthy or very artistic or very smart, they are miserable also, and they can commit suicide, and their life is not really at the highest best. But most, or all, to be honest, all the awakened or enlightened people, they teach, and people will come like, please tell us what you're doing, how you are able to see this life in this way, and you are always present and always in peace, always radiating light, because enlightenment is you bringing more of your consciousness and realizing. It's a self-realization journey, realizing that you are a divine, and divine source operates through you, and you have all the strengths and all the capacity and all the wisdom within, which is this within is the divine connection to your source. And that realization make you director of your life, not a victim, and nothing in your reality become a victimhood. In that sense, you have mastery over all the situation. Consciousness is the key. I can quote Einstein here, for example. You cannot solve any problem on the same level of consciousness. You need to go on the higher level of consciousness in order to witness it from higher perspective, so you can resolve any issue or any problem. So the only way to overcome the limitation, to go above the limitation, which is recognizing that you are a consciousness and you have divine essence. And this takes us to today or yesterday, celebrating the Easter. Easter is the resurrection of the Christ, or the Christ within, the Christ unity consciousness, which is part of connecting all consciousness of humanity into higher consciousness, that they are all part of the source, part of divine, and recognizing that the divine power within us all, and we have that connection. And through the higher gate, through the higher self, which is highest wisdom, you resurrect your Christ consciousness, your Christ self. The Christ self is your light, your unconditional love, your connection to the divine. And that's the ultimate power. This is absolutely the ultimate power. I've been researching and studying everything. I am scientist by nature, and IT, and well, not much artist, a little bit maybe. My love is more artistic than me, and I witness many artists and I recognize that the only solution for anything is awakening your consciousness, looking from higher perspective, entering your self-realization journey, and give you power over everything. Not only a power as a sense of a power, to give you a higher perspective that you can share light with others, shift reality. Know that reality is operating for you from your vibration, and it's not an outside, and the whole universe become part of you. You become the operating consciousness in the universe. And recently we were doing with the Unconscious Love Community Light Keepers, we are doing very interesting course. It's a 2 weeks course. We been called to do that, very intensive, which is you love shifting timeline through the astral template reality. We are training in 2 weeks to go to the astral plane, so doing astral travel, astral projection. with a lot of energy practice, expanding the chakras, connecting with higher self, and entering what we called a higher self council of light and higher self template. And from there, with a lot of guidance from higher consciousness, we're entering a template reality in the astral plane, where it's operating, all those timelines operating there. And with a certain request, with certain declaration and readiness, which is the practice, also part of the practice, embodying unconditional love, embodying the wisdom, and overcoming all the judgment and limitation, and declaring our true essence, that we are calling for our higher teacher, which is unconditional love, learning through life through unconditional love. With that strength, we are requesting in the astral plane to shift the timeline to match this frequency that we are calling unconditional love frequency and divine witness, with divine recognition. And we've done the first attempt on Saturday. It was very successful. Well, I would say maybe 70% to 60% of the group were felt everything, saw each other on the template, saw all the details, even the dragon, royal dragon. Long story. We're going to make a post and share with you guys so you can enjoy it. We're going to do again this kind of training, but in more depth, maybe later on in 1 month. And it was successful. And now we'll continue the next week, which is Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. So send your love with us if you want to join us. We're going again to the higher self, to the template reality in the astral, and do the same energy work and drop all the limitation, embodying divine self, resurrecting divine self, Christ within, and request the timeline shift again. And I'm very excited. Like I feel the energy right now. I'm feeling that my vision right now with this work that we are doing right now, I feel like in 2 weeks to 3 weeks, some of the limitation of this coronavirus will start to relax, especially in Dubai, because I would like to go to the gym. So in 3 weeks, I feel like I think they will open up the gym. I hope so. I'm looking for this. And then it will start improving, maybe in another month or 2 months, it will become drop. And then we have shifted the timelines to a better timeline. That's not the only things we are working on. We are working on abundance, unconditional love, awareness, consciousness, people becoming more connected to meditation, to their self, to the resurrecting their Christ within. And I have the sign, I just received it today. I was sharing with the group. So I open up my email just now. Where is it? Fitness. And fitness first. Here. No, don't know where it is. It's gone. So fitness first, send an email. Join for meditation and connect with your inner wisdom. Fitness first. Requesting the member to join for meditation. This is a good sign. That means, well, the average normal organization promoting the same concept, that meditation connect you with your inner wisdom. This is a very good sign. That's how I perceive it in a way that if I witness such a thing, that means I have manifested, I have contributed for such a manifestation to happen in my reality. Of course, with the reality of all the light keeper. And I'm sharing this with you to empower you to know the power that you have achieved also with this practice. I hope you enjoyed this talk and get empowered, and join us on the crowdcast to receive the practice today. We're going to resurrect the Christ within and connect with the higher consciousness and higher self, and continue. And we have something new I feel like I want to add also, is I want to expand a little bit once we resurrect the Christ within, especially in this time of Easter. I want to connect with the higher self and the multidimensional self, and connect with the star families. I feel like calling from Pleiades, Arcturus, to connect and see many other consciousness, many other wisdom that available, and exchange some sharing, some love, some wisdom, knowing that we are not alone and we are connected even with the stars, and there is a wisdom everywhere. That's what I feel we want to add also.
Welcome to those who are watching on Facebook. You can say hi, because I can see you. We can say hi. Actually, I cannot see you actually, but you can say hi on the message. Same on the broadcast.
We can say hi to all of them. Didi, Suzanne, Elizabeth, George, Taline, Vanessa, Gada, Sandra, Elena, Michael, Heather, and Carly. Hi, Carly. I think Carly is
It's Christian's wife.
the Christian wife. Yes. Hello, Chris. I think Christian also watching them. Hi, guys.
And I can see on Facebook only Erika and Rita. I don't know who are the other persons. But welcome to the Monday energy practice or spiritual gym, and where George were sharing the names of those who are joining us for tonight. It's on our private channel, so if it's of your desire to participate to the entire session, to receive the energy transmission, and for you to be in your spiritual gym at home, then follow the link above or below the video wherever you're watching, and buy your tickets. You will receive an email
Yes.
with password and the link to come to our private channel to benefit from that session. And
I mean, if Fitness First asking to connect in meditation for your inner wisdom, you should be here right now. You just jump to the crowdcast, guys.
so
And can
George,
read also
George is
Maria.
very exciting with the news of Fitness First, showing that the reality is shifting. So hello Maria, hello Davina, hello Ilham, Oli, Era as well. Greetings on your Himalayan mountain. Maria also, but I already said it. So hello family, hello. So George already shared a little bit about the orientation and direction of today's session, and that we are very happy about, and we knew this was coming a few days ago. And just before we started, I actually had the remembering that last Monday of our last Monday session. And our last Monday session was the catalyst of what we're going to integrate today. The catalyst with, or the trigger with, this golden code that have been unlocked into our genome templates or DNA template. Just unlocked, but it doesn't mean that it's necessarily conscious or activated, or how do we know how to use it. So today it feels like with the circumstances on this worldwide celebration, it feels like it is going to be a one level up to know or to receive those codes in a deeper level of consciousness, where we are able to understand how to use them, or we have a deeper remembering or experience, so we know how to move ahead and how to incorporate them into our life and into our behaviors and into our actions and words. If you read my post on Thursday or Friday, I felt I forgot it was Easter, and I received a message, and I'm like, that's Easter. And then I received somehow a beautiful download of information that I put in 15 seconds in few lines about Easter. That was very interesting. And this post was about Easter, and you have seen by now that everything of nature is growing upon a spiral, upon an elevating spiral, a cycle. So if you've done the courses with us, we are talking about it, sacred geometry, we're talking in all the third eye, connections, activation, heart resonance, sound healing, because that's the essence of our existence. It's a mathematical sequence. And the evolution is based on that mathematical sequence, meaning that what we are experiencing as of today, or what you're experiencing in your life, or every year, you can recollect or witness how every year around same period of time you are evolving and shifting to a new sphere of experience, or a new sphere of realization. It's like, it's very interesting. Every year at the same time, I experience a big shift in my life. So, coming back to Easter, coming back to the global event of today that humanity is experiencing, it's not the first time, it has been there many times before, but in different angles, different facets, different way of experiencing it, but always an opportunity for humanity to grow and for the individual self to grow. So Easter is at first not a Christian celebration, not at all. It's way from before, even before the time of religions. And that celebration was first and foremost for celebrating springs and celebrating life and celebrating fertility and celebrating the blossoming. It's inside out, celebrating the existence of life as springs. Before springs we have the winter, when we go within, we go into our internal introspection, internal hibernation, and you can see that different scales in different levels. I really invite you to see always a different depth and different levels of one idea, of one experience. So at the deeper level, in winter, as the nature is hibernating, inside we also go through, if you wish to do that and if you are aware of it, to go through a hibernation phase where you actually rebirth from within, where you become conscious of your individual self and you are shifting from within. So when springs come, you can bring out the best of yourself. You can blossom into your new dimension, I would say. You can blossom into your new seeds that you have taken care for this period of introspection and hibernation. So springs is really about life and about celebrating the creation, celebrating how the excitement of living and loving. And that was a pagan fest way before, and that was celebrating this with all the symbolism that we are seeing as well today, nowadays in our life. The same symbolism were applied 3,000 years ago as well. So going back to this, what I would like to share with you is today we are not celebrating the man, the being that remembers itself and sacrificed itself for the world and humanity 2,000 years ago, talking about Yeshua the Christ, that was a human being who remembered himself and his essence. He remembered his divine self within and arose from that, and freed himself from separation, freed himself from suffering. And he rose from that, he transcended his energy to a Christ-aligned energy. This energy where the alignment of the purification and the liberation of the physical density and the attachment to material sphere, or the attachment to stories, he freed himself from that. So today we are not celebrating that. For us, we are not celebrating it. We are celebrating everyone in this moment who are to remembering their divine self within, their Christic self within. And it's not about one time only, it's every single day. It's residing into the core of your cells, it's residing into life itself, it's residing this energy into your essence. So today it's a date, or it's a moment to remember that we are it, but your part is to remember that every single day. Every single celebration that we experience during the year and throughout our time, our physical time, our time in 3D time, it's merely a way to remember where what we can forget if we are dragged and trapped into the habits of life. Love is a celebration of every day. It's not only December, it's not only Eid, it's not only Christmas or Eid, it's not only Valentine's Day if you're not religious at all. It's every single day you celebrate love for yourself, celebrate love with your family, your partners, your friends, life with your breath that makes you alive.
And every day you work on resurrecting the Christ within.
Exactly, resurrecting and rising your divine embodiment, creating more space in your physical body, in your heart, in your mind, in your consciousness, in your energetical layers, to receive more of your divine self, your inner wisdom, your higher self, your Christic self. It's many words that comes together and that actually almost say the same thing. Whatever resonates for you, pick that word and use it. So today will be a work on the high, as we've been doing in the series since 2 months, maybe a bit more. It's a lot about higher self. the self-realization is the embodiment, or you being your higher self, your highest wisdom, your highest frequency, your highest capacity in this physical body, in this 3D where you can operate in this reality. But also if you're a higher self, you can operate in different realities. You can expand your consciousness where you discover more information that are available to you, but you don't have the radio station available. You cannot tune in because your frequency is not tuned in yet. So in your higher self, in your higher self work, or being your higher self or higher self embodiment, you are receiving frequencies where you can tune in radio station and tap into field of information that are available to you. And in those field of information, and I'm going to complete here. You want to talk, babe?
Yeah, continue.
No?
I'm meditating on your speech.
And I'm going to share with you my last piece of offering for tonight, of sharing. I will say it's not offering, offering as well. Is when you tap into this, whatever happens into this physical reality, you have a discernment of what feels right and true to you and what resonates for you. You don't let yourself be dragged into type of information, news, or stories or relationship that doesn't vibrate who you truly are. Because you get that remembering through your higher self, and you get those guidance. This inner knowing is really radiating inside you. It's really saying, yes, this feels right, this feels, it does exist, I acknowledge it, but I'm not choosing it. And today I feel and I observe there's so many things and all the spectrum, like really blasting of information everywhere. You can actually believe anything that you want. This is your free will and this is your birthright. You choose whatever you want to believe in, and your reality will reflect your beliefs. But when you are really connecting to your higher self, you have this alignment and wisdom within you that you know you don't need to direct your energy into those information because it's not relevant now. But those people who are not connected are going to be dragged and lose or redirect or waste the energy into things that are not in the purest relevance for them in that moment. They will learn through it, they will experience, but you have that awareness now, and we believe you do, or if not, we invite you to join us so we can guide you through that. So you don't need anyone to tell you what to think, you don't need anything to anyone and anything to influence you. I will say you have yourself and yourself only that give the purest information, and that gives your discernment. Discernment is your precious key to move into your self-realization. Is your precious key to become this Christic self within the resurrection of your divine within your cells, within your heart, within your being, and within your life. So discernment, building your relationship with your higher self. We invite you to continue your practice on the Monday so we can guide you through it. We can it's more like teaching is really guiding you and offering a space where your connection has somehow easy access, because the energy is provided for and for that effect. So welcome to Monday, and welcome to all the courses that we have been created for years, and this is the fruit of 20 years of, I think, both of us, 20 years of remembering.
Many lifetime maybe also.
Yeah. So that was the talk of today. And it's
so get yourself ready, buckle up. You're going to relax a bit, move the energy, open up heart resonance, open up the vortex, celebrate the resurrecting the Christ within, and
it's
then we'll go to the higher self. I'm going to request something very special tonight, as I mentioned. The 4th density higher self and the 5th density to ask to connect us with star families and share love and wisdom and receive love and wisdom with specifically 5th density civilization. I feel like I would like to expand this right now. It's a time we can do that and call upon all consciousness from that plane of existence for the higher self that have resurrected within themselves also the Christ within, the Christ consciousness, as if we are all those civilization, all those consciousness are operating on the same frequency, Christ within, or high frequency Christ unity consciousness, and you are united. We are all united with the love, with the high frequency, and with this intelligence through the divine. So this will awaken greater your empowerment, your realization, and the light within, and the wisdom, and receiving, I would say, even more tuned and more empowered guidance to operate in this time, and know that you can maneuver through them easily and even influence them and shift the timeline to the greater timeline for our self-awakening and our humanity also awakening, and we sort of operate and thrive in life with love and harmony and enjoy this journey of self-realization together.
So George is saying that and has this very strong excitement to connect. It means that behind something is cooking.
Yeah.
And as you know us, I mean, most of you know us, it means that it's gonna be exciting, and it may be a series of connection with star families for the next few weeks. Who knows? We'll see. We are following the guidance.
Generally, what we do this way, when something open up, there is a theme take place. So, theme of awakening chakra, theme of release, theme of connecting with higher realms.
Diamond light body,
diamond light body.
Crossed Hearts, third eye
It
connection.
feels now the theme of connecting
Qualities.
with higher guidance and higher wisdom, and connecting with the star families.
Oh, let me
Christ
sum up. Yeah, exactly. It's basically connecting to the consciousness that are, exactly what you said, that are in the embodiment of the Christ, that have completed the embodiment of the Christ consciousness, their unity consciousness, that are collective already. So we can tap into this frequency, receive it, get inspired, and lock it into our genomes
and
our
know
DNA.
that it's attainable and it's possible. And if you are working on it, that means it's attainable to us too, and we obtain it together and we share it together. So we give a more chance for the rest of humanity to witness the shift in the growth and the wisdom that's operate through us, the light that operates with us. And we've been talking about timeline shift for a while, and I think the time now to become more obvious that some people, they have worked on themselves enough where their energy shifted drastically high compared to people who have not worked on themselves, and they're still refusing that. They are looking for outside empowerment rather than the inside, and this will create a timeline shift, timeline split, so they can see the difference. And this will be the last call for people to awaken and start working on themselves.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the sign was, for me, I found the email, I'm going to read it for you. The sign, I just received it 6:16 p.m. just now, 1 hour ago. And it's Fitness First, accessing your inner wisdom, well-being guided meditation, Tuesday, which is tomorrow. Remember to join us for the third series weekly series, meditation. This is your chance to connect to your inner wisdom, guiding you with the answer you seek. I mean, we are doing this right now, and this is a very powerful sign that our reality is shifting to match it. It's very powerful sign. Fitness First talking about connecting in the meditation to receive the inner wisdom for the answer you're seeking within. And I'm really going to do that today, connecting with the higher realms and the star family to embody further the Christ within and know that it's possible, and sharing wisdom and love together. And in a sense is when we open up this connection during your day and during your meditation and during your dream, all those aspects, we have always a communication happening. When we make it more potential, more stronger, more clearer, more established, the connection, you would receive guidance that you are not even aware that you have received it, and it's pop up in your brain, in your consciousness, as if I have an idea, I have this guidance, I have this intelligence just happening, this wisdom's happening, which is this through your higher self, sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom through this vast intelligence. And especially with another parallel self, I would say, or greater self, or another aspect of self through this vast wisdom that I said. And with star families, I would like to open up this, especially with the star family who embody Christ within, and they have greater wisdom and empowerment to remind us that the power also within us. This will change your perspective, this will change your energy, this will change your perception about reality, about yourself also. So let's dive in it.
Yes, so
Love
beloved, before we continue to the private channel, a couple of you were asking for the password and just registered online. If you are not able to connect to the platform and to see us in the private channel, send us quickly a message so we can guide you. Rita, I saw, and I sent a WhatsApp to you, Nanka as well, what I wanted to say.
I'm going to change these techniques, by the way.
We're going to change it soon.
In 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I'm going to provide an access that you don't need password.
Yeah. So guys, let us know quickly before we start. If you have any issue to connect, we'll be more than happy to assist you.
We can send it immediately to you
I
guys.
love to see all of you as well online on the channel. The private channel is as if we were in the house almost.
And remember another way also to connect with Monday, because Monday is weekly energy practice. If you want to work on your third eye and your connection and your crown and your higher self and self-realization, light body, healing power, all these, this is the gym, this is the spiritual gym. You can send us a request that you can buy the package of the all Mondays of the month. Every month the package is 280 dirham. You can send it in the bank transfer and you get the password for the whole month, and you can attend them, and you can even do practice the all Mondays also. So the whole month you have the access. It's a gym, it's like a membership. You're going to the gym to be spiritually athlete, and you go to the normal gym also to be a physically athlete. This is the spiritual athlete, spiritual gym, Monday energy practice. Love you guys.
Exactly. See you next Monday. Otherwise, from our hearts to yours, have a wonderful week. Remember that you are loved, that we love you,
Yes.
and that we are made of this unconditional love essence in the depth of our creation.
One more thing, if you are not with us with the training on the astral realm to shift reality, connect with us through your heart. Just set the intention to connect with us through your heart and say, I share the love with you guys. May all the shift of this timeline affect everyone sharing this unconditional love together. This is one of the way to spread shifting the timeline to all people who's requesting the same energy, which is unconditional love, higher teacher. Love you all. Till the next time.